So I received an interesting comment on one of my videos yesterday that I wanted to speak into, all around the topic of discipline. And where does discipline play in? A lot of times you guys will hear my videos and you hear me talk about the importance of prioritizing your excitement and living entirely through joy and inspiration and flow and having fun and basically all about living magic versus living struggle. And so the question came up of, I totally resonate with this. This speaks to my soul. And I'm wondering, where does discipline play in? I was raised to be very disciplined, and you need discipline to make things happen. So I want to know your perspective on discipline. So I thought this would be such a great question to speak into because it is something that comes up a lot. And so I want to make sure it's crystal clear for you guys because it's not exactly what you might think. What's poppin', everybody? My name is David Lyon, if you don't already know, creator of Living Magic and Opening to Channel, here to support you on your path of spiritual growth, ascension, and fulfillment. Now, when it comes to discipline, I want you to remember where the root word of discipline comes from, which is the word disciple. The idea of discipline is about being a disciple to something. So what are you choosing to be a disciple or student to or of? Now, if you're choosing to be a disciple of your higher self, of your ascension, of truth, of love, then it's going to take on a very different flavor, a very different texture than if your definition of discipline is making yourself do something so that you can get something done. I have to be disciplined at this. I got to do it. I got to wake up every day and I just got to do it. Notice the texture of that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It's a completely valid choice. I'm just saying that there's another way. There's a way that you could transform your disciplines into blissciplines. Doesn't that feel much better? So again, if you're coming from the root word, if you're understanding that to be disciplined is to be a disciple of something higher that is calling you forth, then already you're going to start to shift and it's going to pull you forward in a different way than having to push yourself. So let me just start with that question. What are you choosing to be a disciple to in your life? Are you a disciple to your higher self, to your purpose, to truth, to love, to whatever's calling you forth? Is that what you're choosing to be a disciple to being the best version of yourself, to your blossom? If so, then it's important to understand that the way you walk that path, the way you walk the path of truth, of love, of your higher self, is by nourishing yourself with more of your higher self energies, by more of the feelings and energies that light you up and that put you in touch with the truth and the clarity and the love that you already are. In other words, it's the path of raising your vibrational frequency step by step. So let's just say you're vibrating over here and you're wanting to, and you're a disciple of truth and love and higher self. That means that your objective is to follow this path to the best of your ability by raising your vibrational frequency. Now, if you were doing this the other disciplined way, the outdated way of making yourself do something, I have to wake up every morning and do yoga. I have to wake up every morning and meditate. I have to do this. I have to do that. That vibration that you're coming from can help. You might make yourself do something and then you go into a nice state of meditation, and then because you've acted on that energy, you may drop down into more density because you have this belief that you have to do things from that energy. So you're only going to get so far so fast. Now, on the other hand, if you understand that being a disciple to your higher self, which is the embodiment of truth, love, and purpose, is all about operating the way your higher self operates, and your higher self operates from the frequencies of joy, of flow, of expansion, of passion. It does not operate from the frequency of, I have to do this, or, oh, let me push, right? It doesn't even sound right when you listen to it. Then you'll understand that being disciplined, being a disciple, is all about nourishing yourself with the energies of passion, of joy, of excitement, of creativity, of love, of inspiration, of curiosity, of expansiveness, of playfulness, right? Because those are all the frequencies of your higher self. That's why when you act on passion, when you act on joy, when you act on what lights you up, when you act on those exciting feelings, you end up feeling like more of yourself. So you're like, okay, you act on your highest excitement, you do a thing, it connects you to more of yourself. And then you feel like more of yourself. Then you feel more inspired. And you feel more inspired, so you feel more confident. And then you feel more confident, so then you feel more in flow. And you feel more in flow, so you feel more creative. And you're more creative, so all of a sudden more synchronicities are happening. And you get to repeat that cycle over and over and over again. And your disciplines become blissciplines because you're choosing consciously what you're a disciple to. This, from my perspective, is what true discipline is all about. And so my intention with this video is just to hold up a mirror for you guys so that you can look at your own beliefs and definitions around that word and ask yourself, are you coming from it from your soul's truth, from the truest definition of discipline, or are you coming from it from a bought into definition or belief around what discipline is? Because that will make all the difference. All right. So I hope this video was helpful, guys. I hope this helped you to shift around your beliefs around discipline so that you could transform them into blissipline. And if it was, of course, please go ahead and share this video so more people can benefit in your stories or wherever else, and leave your comments down below to let me know what you thought. And of course, if you would like even more support and you would like to receive infinite support from myself and the Ascending Masters and the Light Leader community, check out the Living Magic platform, which is available right now through www.livingmagic.life. Lots of love.